Okay. Let's do it.
You asked for it.
Paladin? What does Paladin do? Broom Paladin, Knife Juggler, Endflingers and all that? Send all of this back for sure. We have Ancient Mysteries in this deck, so we never keep the Barrier, even though Barrier could be pretty good versus Paladin. What's up, Shreddriver and Dookie and Thunderlock? How's it going, guys? Appreciate you guys showing up. Elena197 just subscribed for 29 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Tingman. Appreciate the spark. Glad to have you back. I'm going on his show on Saturday. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm a bit scared. I haven't been on a talk show related thing in a really long time. I don't know. The description of the show is I'm going to get grilled, which just doesn't sound like a good, you know, adjective of the experience. I've never walked away from a positive experience and thought, wow, that was a really good grilling. Hopefully that's fine. Spend all my mana. It's been a while since you've caught my stream. It's been a while since I've been streaming. It's a little bit my fault. I'm gonna ping this turn so I can Arcane Breath develop next turn. But yeah, I don't know. I've been having a hard time motivating hitting that turn on stream button. You know what I mean? Loose, welcome back for 55 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, card draw in this trying time where we have no cards. Sounds pretty good. Keep him off the board so that he can't land his buff cards. What's up, not so friendly Cure? What's up, Il Tagliacino?
I'm going to throw the book at you.
I'd like to ping, kill this guy. So it's like double trade ping or rolling fireball. If I double trade ping, I'm drawing, looking for something that costs 2, so that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outs. 6 outs and many failures. So I think it's a good time to spend my mana rolling fireball. It's not the best use of rolling fireball, but it's like the alternative is so trash, right? Child of Manetherin, welcome back for 49 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. And Medubla, thanks for 6 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. If you ever do Bandstone again, you should have a rule that every deck needs the new Nas. We might actually do that. A Nas tournament? If someone's not already doing that, I'm down. We'll host a Nas tournament. That sounds fun. Speed casting too. Stella Luna 92, thanks for 15 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. It looks like I'm gonna have a hard time actually being able to peel him from the board now. We have to surrender the board to him. We want to take damage before we develop the cartoon. We want to Sticky Fingers a better minion than this, so that leaves the only play to be cramming it in there. It draws Barrier. I don't really need the Barrier yet, but Blizzard freezes OP. Yeah. Oh, we have this secret too. It's probably not gonna activate. It's probably going phase, so I save it so that he doesn't get information. Because this is the whole time. It's just always 0 now. Okay. So I can maybe combo that with Blizzard and then... or whatnot. Kind of makes me want to sticky fingers this weapon a little bit. I have still not reworked the channel points into anything. I really gotta do that eventually.
I'll grow on ya.
Sonic1575, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
What to do? What to do?
This is where the Blizzard. Or do I want to do some sort of flame ward setup?
What to do? What to do?
Am I committing to not sticky? I guess I'm committing to not stickying this.
Runs out on me.
I kind of want a Blizzard and Rig Fair Game in the same turn though. So if I want to set up the Fair Game to actually pop, I have to clear in another way. I'm gonna use Zephyr's Blizzard maybe. I just want to save Blizzard for the ability to proc my Rig Fair Game when this weapon charge is expired. I would have appreciated Zephyr's Blizzard more than Zephyr's Chaos Nova.
Wasn't me. I feel icky.
I do love a good study session.
I don't think that guy speaks English, right? At least not his first language. We have bilingual haters. That's kind of cool.
What to do? What to do?
So I want to ping that guy and I want to play stuff. It's Jandis, isn't it?
Make something
Time runs out on me.
Is he gonna use the weapon charge? I'm hoping that either the 2-1 or the 3-5 that disappears in one attack incentivizes him to use the weapon. Soothing Burrito, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
wasn't me.
He's got 9 cards left in his deck. He's got access to all of his resources.
I do love a good study session.
Move quickly.
There goes the weapon charge. You just wastes it. Alright, now we should be able to get the hopefully rigged fair game action.
Job done.
Oh yeah, you still got pen flinger. Man, it's hard to proc rig fair game against Paladin. They do not make it easy. There's like no way we can proc it if he's, you know, aware.
Hey, loser!
We need Amazing Reno is what we need. He's way overextended if we get Amazing Reno.
Reporting for duty.
That puts barrier up. Cool. I'd like to ping one of these and freeze that. And then put the taunt down when there has less minions that can break through the taunt.
One ticket, please.
This matchup's terrible. Holy smokes. They just draw through their decks so fast and get so many direct damage sources. Guard Llama, thanks for 20 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Well, I'm gonna stick around to see if we draw the Amazing Reno. But if we don't, we're out of here. Well, maybe this saves us. Nah, he's gonna be able to pen flinger me to death with the buffs. It doesn't save us. It's okay. Paladin's probably the worst nightmare for most of these Highlander decks. Penguin Zero just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude.
Anduin,
Is that Charlie?
Malfurion.
Moist Critical Penguin Zero
I must protect the wild.
from YouTube.
The light shall bring victory.
Maybe I keep palm reading. Druid's a little tough for the priest, because depending on which type of druid, they have so much value. So if he's like Highlander druid that can copy Aceres and stuff, it's hard to control that. But we also have lots of value in our deck. If we can just get a little ahead on tempo, we can do it. What's up, mighty Merlin 911? I'm doing pretty good. Today is treating me pretty well. I'd renewed to try and generate more value. We don't have to play it now. We don't have any mana to use the card that we get, so let's wait for a situation where we want something and then find it. Because it's free. Hopefully, whenever you develop something, I have actually a pretty good Sethic. Sethic, renew itself, find a targeted spell, pen it something. Doing a lot of work. Token Druid. We lose some AoE outs. It's probably fine. I don't think I need to AoE this actually. I can use like Broom and then heal my guy. I don't think I want to.
Job's done.
Okay. They had a lot of decent removal. Hysteria is not bad. What up, like a boss? How's it going, man? Welcome back for 8 months. Appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back. The buff, Power of the Wild. Who's trading with me? Oh, I need to make room for more guys. Did seem too generous, didn't it? So he's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can like heal and kill all of his guys. Or I could... yeah. Okay, worth. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I forgot they nerfed this card. Oh my god. I just lost. They nerfed this card. I forgot. Oh no. Oh my god. When did they nerf this card? You kidding me? That's not good. Alright. YOLO. It'll kill 2 things. Maybe even 3. Actually, not even bad. Actually, not even bad. Oh my goodness. I haven't played any priest in such a long time. Alright. Hysterical hysteria. Oh god. Oh man. We need Soul Mirror over dead. Huh. Well, that could make it so you can't roar us for a turn, but it doesn't really allow us to win. And we're still dead on board, aren't we? So yeah, I think there's no outs here and we die. Man, Druid is pretty toxic. What a silly deck. Even if we had done the other thing correct, we were still 100% dead this game, no matter what we did during the course of the game. He's just playing solitaire and he won.
You have better.
Yeah, Arbor Up is pretty aggressively broken. It's okay.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
This is gonna be like burn mage shenanigans, probably. So I think I'm gonna keep penance. Honestly, modern Hearthstone in general feels pretty solitaire-esque. I agree with that. All the decks do really powerful things, so it's more important to do your deck's powerful thing than to interact with their deck's powerful thing.
You don't pick the ones.
This is the nature of like things getting more powerful.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
Secrets. Bob Lars just subscribed for 66 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Glad to have you back, dude. Yeah, I'm hoping Classic will be a lot better. When they bring back Classic, I think maybe they'll notice a lot of people like the old design a little bit better. Where decks have like reasonable conditions that you can play around. Predictable outcomes a little bit more, you know. I guess I want to try and see if it's counterspell. Okay. If I play this, it could give him a 4-drop too. So I'd rather just do this. Oh no, I can't because we checked for another one portal. Whatever. I get another card discounted to 0 this way. I mean, there's no reason to play palm reading over developing a minion. Minions first, spells later. As minions take a turn to get ready, spells are always ready. I need to use something to test for counterspell. Well, first let's attack and see if maybe that just deals with it. I could get rid of the secrets. One's Flame Ward, the other we're not aware of. So we'll do this. 1/7. I could kill it. I don't think I have to kill it. 1/7's not very threatening. We can hang out with that. 1/7's gonna make Shadow Madness a little worse. I could take his 1/7, inner fire it, and ram it into something if he has a 7/7. It might just be silence. Well, I could take something in Balming Ritual, trade it off, and then get a Death Rattle copy of it. Okay. Do I want to play Draconic Studies? I have Wild Pyromancer in my deck and other things that can kind of combo with it. Use it to test for secrets. It should hold.
What makes something real?
What's up, Spine? How's it going, man? It seems like a pretty good Dragon's Breath turn. I'm not holding a dragon, so I don't get the holding a dragon effects. It's probably Crimson Hot End.
You've got me fired up. Now we're cooking.
What once was cloudy shall become clear.
That's a lot of card draw. Little Lamaka, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Now we can do the Shadow Madness playing. This gets really good use out of, otherwise it's a pretty terrible card. Look at that combo wombo.
Hot streak.
Now, do I want to use the Holy Smite, or do I need to save this resource to be able to do what? Sethic Veil Weaver's a reason to save it. Wild Pyromancer's a reason to save it. This minion's not that threatening is a reason to save it. I think we chill. I think we chill. What up, one combo one? Hope you're doing well too.
To deceive.
Do you think they'll ever change Shadow Menace to give rush instead of charge? Probably. Charge causes a lot of complications. There's talk about a lot in the design discussions about changing Stone Tusk Boar and things like that, right? Wouldn't surprise me.
A simple spell should do.
Hot streak.
We know he doesn't have any secrets in hand. Mind Vision might actually get pretty good value.
You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. My cargo, my business.
You've got me fired up.
That's probably not a mirror entity. If you didn't discover a secret, these aren't all that threatening. He top decked a secret, right? We should probably just kill these things slowly instead of going for the Murazond. If the order is right, does the Murazond trigger the Flark Mage? It's after you play a secret, not if the Murazond plays a secret, right? I don't think it will. But if it did proc the Flark Mage, it would be sick. But it does not work that way.
Quickly.
Still, it seems better than doing nothing, and the odds are it's not Mirror Entity. So I'm going with it's probably not Mirror Entity. Worst case it is, we Shadow or Death it next turn. Painful. But not incredibly bad. It's just like everything else I do is basically throwing 8 mana down the drain. We don't want to do that.
We have many secrets. We have many secrets.
One ticket, please.
Yeah, we just gotta draw one of our AoEs, man.
The end begins.
Yeah, well, we lost this game because he played Seiji Seer of Darkmoon on turn 6 and drew 3 cards. And we had no AoEs to compensate for his ability to just spew resources onto the field because he had an extra 3. And we got 3 random 1-mana heal 5s instead of good cards. Unlucky. Where's my Wild Pyromancer, my Zephyrs, my Holy Nova? Feels bad, man.
Rexar versus Valera.
What good 1-mana spells are there in this case? Well, if I had like another Holy Smite, I could have killed both of his 3/2s.
Begin.
Holy Smite would have been a fantastic 1-cost card instead of 3 separate 1-mana heal 5 do-nothings. Also, 1-mana discover a spell is really good in Priest. You really want to get the 1-mana heal 3 discover a spell and Holy Smites. Those are fantastic. Holy Smites against aggro. The other one's just good against everything. 1-mana heal 3 discover a spell is nuts. Wave of Apathy would have stopped an entire turn and gave me another out. To make it towards those Highlander cards and such. So all of the other 1-mana cards except the one that's 1-mana heal 5 do nothing. 1-mana heal 5 do nothing is just like a really bad card. Compared to all the other 1-mana options. So you want to try to avoid getting that one when doing the 1-mana spells. That's like the one brick. Hearthstone's always mean like that. They never give you any card generation that's like all good outs. They're like 4 out of 5 of these will be good, and then 1 you're gonna want to die. Thanks, Hearthstone. I don't know. Coin Dragonbane we had there, or Coin Rinling's Rifle, but I think setting up for the Dragonbane and then trying to play Lore Keeper and then saving the coin for Dinotamer Brand's the move. They made Dinotamer Brand cost 8 now. Scode, welcome back for 38 months. Appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back, man. Sean CBO, thanks for 9 months. Glad to have you back, dude. Oof. He believed me. He thought it was explosive. So we got the snakes. We might die on turn like 6 though. He had the sharpening sword early. Oh no, we're definitely dead on turn 6. Yeah, GG.
I hunt alone.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
50-50. Yes! We're still dead, but maybe less dead. Now he's setting up lethal for next turn. I need to kill him this turn, and that's impossible. Maybe that can let me live? Yeah, I mean, the plate's 0 power in that, so...
Bet there's something great inside.
So, misdirection is the most healing, usually. And we'll see. We might be able to actually get there. Double eviscerate off the top. This is top of the card right here. Is it the second eviscerate? It's the second eviscerate. 16 cards in deck needs exactly the 2 eviscerates. Well, he drew exactly what he needed when he needed it. We killed all of his minions the turn he played them and still died on turn 7 with no ability to counterplay or interact with what he's doing. Two of my games today I lost without being able to do anything. Versus Solitaire. I've only played 4 games. 50% of my games I was unable to play the game.
Shall we dance?
I must protect the wild.
You should have countered the rogue's tempo while developing your own. I didn't die to tempo. I died to the weapon doing too much damage. And him hitting me with it. Not really tempo. There's no way we can outdevelop the rogue on board. We need to draw for ramp and other big cards. Like Zephyrs. Wow, by big cards I didn't mean big mana cost.
Give me that. Not what I want.
Buy one, get one free.
This one does 2 damage. But I could hero power it later. I don't have the time to hero power things, hopefully. Hopefully I draw good cards to play, so I'm not hero powering. Yeah, I'm gonna save the Innervate still, right? Next turn we're at 4 mana, we go to 6. If I do it now, I go to 5 and can't really play anything next turn anyway. I could draw into more ramp is the thing, though. I think we're desperate enough, actually. The more I evaluate it, the desperation is creeping in. Let's try and go faster. Yeah, we'll find another ramp card, maybe. This would be a good time to draw Arbor up. I don't understand that meme. I think everybody realizes that the way to beat Rogue is to overwhelm their tempo. It's not the issue of how to beat it. It's the issue of how likely you are to beat it versus how likely they are to do it. Versus what tools exist in the game that allow you to interact in that play pattern. Because you can say, yeah, just draw your one removal against Edwin. Easy, play more removals against Edwin. But if other decks in the metagame don't facilitate you doing that, then it doesn't make sense to do it. And then, so you create these outlier games more consistently where you don't get to interact as a player. It's not about being able to be countered, it's about being able to be countered and also being successful in your own right, or playing cards that are good and allow you to have success in other situations, more so than just the individual situation that's presented on the fringe cases. And if the fringe case situation is annoying, it's annoying. I don't know. I don't understand this this argument. I'm not gonna play 11 1-drops in my deck to out-tempo Rogue and then lose to everything else in the game. You can't do that. It's still hero powering. Yikes! Exactly, that's why it's a funny meme. Well, it may be funny for you guys, but it's a lot less funny for me. You guys are sitting there laughing with your memes. I'm dying out here. Are we 05 on the day? I consider it 02 on the day. There were 2 games that I got to play. But yeah, we are now 05. Because I didn't really get to play this game. Just died to Edwin without being able to do anything. So I'm 05 on the day with 3 of my games being instant losses where I couldn't do anything. It's over 50% of my games. I don't know, I might actually end my stream because I feel like I've been putting out too much negative energy now. Just call it a day. The gods don't want me to play Hearthstone today, dude.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Easy BFT just subscribed for 61 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
Oh, it says explode!
Gusto Presto, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Reduce the spells? Nah, there's not too many spells actually in Highlander Mage, funny enough. We probably want the Mask of Cthulhu for the damage. Conjurers isn't bad either, because the Twilight Drake's pretty likely to stick, right? He's lab partner, so he might not be... He might be a more aggressive version of Mage than Highlander. I think he's probably going to be more aggressive, so I'm going to take the defensive tools, but sucks having 3 secrets already. He still has coins, so I don't want to play Counterspell.
With a cherry on top.
I'm gonna bump this. So I can ping it later.
A whirlwind of flavor.
Buy one, get one free.
He's used the coin now. So counter spell becomes a lot better. Flameward could kind of set up for a cleaner Reno, but I don't think he's going to develop enough health to prevent a Reno anyway. I want to clear his minions first and then develop my minions so that he can't use his minions to trade into my minions. And he's forced to use his spells to trade into my minions, so he can't hold on to a bunch of spells and accumulate a bunch of spell damage and then burst me. So ideally, if I can get into a situation where his minions are dead and all he has left is spells and he has to use spells to kill my minions, that's how I win. Otherwise, if we just let his minions trade for my minions and then it boils down to a situation where we both just have spells, he wins in that scenario because he gets spell damage and kills me with his spells and my spells just remove minions. So it's of the utmost importance that I remove his minions and then develop my minions if I want to have success.
A whirlwind of flavor.
Makes sense, right?
Time runs out on me.
Wilberg, thanks for 4 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Think. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here.
Oh, it says
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thirty, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now in the next turn I'll be able to develop Jandis, and he won't have these little tools to trade into it, hopefully. And then he'll have to be using his missiles, his frostbolts, his fireballs, his things of that nature to clear my minions, and then he won't be able to save them for one big burst turn to kill me. So unfortunately, Jandis, in short, I'm saving you to get fireballed. I am saving you from the death of the little guys. That has to die too. We also have a conch play. Potentially. If we don't get froze. Oh my god, the card draw. The missiles. Is it full cleared? Oh, no clear? So sick. In order for me to get conch value, I have to leave one of these up. Is that worth the conch value, or do we say the conch doesn't matter and just play the Jandis? Kinda in the conch doesn't matter spot. But I want to play the Jandis, I think. Yeah. Although conch isn't always a minion, next turn it could be 2 minions pretty easily. It fits the mana curve for 8 really well. Or 5 is a little bit more awkward.
what makes some
And I don't really want to leave either of these up. That's pretty good. We take Chrono Breaker and ping it. Secretly pick one that dies when it takes damage. So I could ping Chrono Breaker and kill these and go face. It's kind of disgusting. That should put some pressure on him, yeah? Alright, in 2 turns we're gonna die. We have 2 turns to figure out a way to kill him or not die. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Feeling dizzy?
That could help. Let's see how many random freezes he generated. If he's generated a random freeze, we could be in trouble. If he hasn't generated a random freeze, I think this game's in the bag. So it all comes down to this. Because he needs to stall for 1 more turn. We have Zephyrs as an out to kill him. Maybe Malagos or Keyword and Ivory. No freeze! No Frost Nova. What's that? Like, it's got to be under 7%. I don't know why 7 came to mind, but that's the number that comes to mind when I think about Frost Nova outs. I don't want to get cold. Yeah, fireball yourself. First win of the day! Chad, are you proud of me? We did it! We won a game! We did it with a cool Jandis self-ping play. And it was an unfavored matchup. We're doing it. We're defying the odds. We're setting our own story. Alright, well now we can't stop. Now we've gotten it into the system. Now we're addicted. Now we're gonna queue for time and time again until our eyes bleed and fall out of our skull. Got the taste of victory. Oh no, not Druid. I play Druid all the time. Let me be the first to tell you, the Druid cannot draw you.
Light shall bring victory.
Usually as Priest, you don't want to ramp your mana. Usually you want to save Zephyrs as a reactionary tool to respond to what they're doing. Especially versus Druid, who can do really big things out of nowhere. But we do keep this whole hand, I think. Are you ready for the 2 days of playing Classic mode and basically doing stats on curve? I think people are underestimating the complexity of Classic. I mean, I'm a little biased. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a little biased towards my favoritism with Classic mode, alright? I like Classic. It was a good time for me. Things happened. But in Classic, the biggest appeal for Classic for me is that every deck has kind of a base set of restrictions in it. When you're versing a Druid, you know they have the 14 damage burst combo. You're versing Handlock, you know about the Giants, you know about the Leroy Power Overwhelming combo. That's not going to be extended or changed. In the current metagame, when I play against a deck, I don't know their damage burst threshold very well. It's very very vague. I don't know their value threshold. I don't know how to calculate over the next 8 turns, can I outvalue this deck? You can't do that with modern Hearthstone because of the random generation. You can kind of guess, but it's always like a 60-40 on the outvalue plan. In Classic Hearthstone, you have 100% knowledge if you can outvalue somebody. If you identify a window where you can take the slow line, it's going to work 100% of the time. So it's a little bit different without so much random generation. The predictability of the ranges of the decks, you know, they have a threshold for the damage they can do. They have a threshold for the value they can do. In modern Hearthstone, nothing has a threshold. Mage can do anywhere from, you know, 2 fireballs, 2 frostbolts in their deck to generate 3 pyroblasts on top of that, 12 arcane missiles, another fireball, and another frostbolt. So you can't really navigate the waters and evaluate what your life total is, because your life total in every single individual game changes what each 1 point of life total is actually worth in the context of the game. And I kind of like when the tools are in front of me where I can be like, 1 life point is 1 life point, because I know that this is the damage they have, you know what I mean? In short, I like classic. Is it the fungal fortunes? He's token, okay. He's token. I mean, I should have known that from the Power of the Wild. I thought maybe he's just spicy with the Power of the Wild, you know? This token start is very slow for him. I'm ahead on board against a token druid. I couldn't be happier. Remember, this can only cast on enemy minions now. Don't be like me. I made that mistake earlier. It didn't cost me the game or anything, but it made me feel silly. Token Druid instantly loses because they draw badly. Feels good, man. A random Prime sub. Thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Now we're doing it. We're win streaking, chat. We're gonna become #1 legend in no time. Seems like the dev team is gonna do less generation this year. I like generation. I think we've had periods in Hearthstone where generation is good. I think generation is healthy. I think making the games diverse is important. The thing is, there has to be some limits of what stays intact. And some of the things that I think are important that you don't generate too much of is, one, burn damage. Generating burn damage throws every matchup on its head. Approaching the matchup becomes very obscure when you don't know how much damage your opponent can potentially do from hand. So generating burn damage, I think, is problematic right from the go. And generating huge unpredictable resources or things with ridiculous ranges like any spell in the game or any minion can cause problems really quickly. Whereas things that are more bound and more constricted and don't actually create super wide variances can be really healthy and fun. You know what I mean? Discover a secret is totally fine, but some of the more things like discover a dragon from a lackey are problematic. Or the 1/2 that discovers a mage spell that has a really high odds of getting burn damage is pretty problematic, because then you can take a deck where you've exhausted them of all their damage and then they randomly get more. So it changes the context of what win condition and what angle you're trying to go for. Makes matchups different too much. Because I don't know, I like when things have a regular framework that you could kind of expect and try and play towards and play around and try and solve. When it becomes unsolvable, it feels pretty bad. One minute, 1/2 add evocation to your hand. Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore, but it used to do that. Turns out that was pretty good. People loved lackeys because they weren't random? What do you mean? There's a lot of random lackeys. One that gets a spell, and then there's one that gets a dragon. And then getting the 1/2 that shoots something early can also win a game. Okay. I think I just face stalker a coin. Just not getting these out of my deck, it's fine. He might be... He palm reading last turn, so he might be doing a Sethic this turn. Which is why I was a little hesitant, but then it's like, what do I do? Pass? Play a 1/3? Coin the Rifle Pass, maybe? Coin the Rifle Pass might have been the best play. And then he can't activate a Sethic as cleanly? Or really playing around the Sethic just because he played palm reading? Is that such an indicator that he has a Sethic in his hand?
Your mind is not your own.
Nothing could have prepared me for this.
Puppet, dance.
See if he has Shadowward Pain. Got a freezing trap up to protect it, so we might be able to get some work done. If he spends his whole turn killing it, I can slam Polka too, so it's not too bad.
A simple spell should
And we're doing the rifle.
Your mind is not your own.
Stop taking all my stuff, man. I need that stuff. Cabal Acolyte shreds still.
Dance. I hunt alone. Job's done.
Alright. Maybe he gives us a fighting chance if he doesn't have a good AoE here, but being behind on board against Priest is so brutal. Their tools get so much better when they have control over the board. The turn 4 Cabal Acolyte play basically just killed me. But we'll see. Doesn't look like he's got an AoE if he's training first. Maybe he had an AoE that would kill that minion, so...
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
My hand definitely does not help him, so that's upside. No pyro, please.
You don't pick the ones.
No one man to make all my guys useless. We're dodging bullets. Why is he thinking of trading? He has something that does 2 damage? What does 2 damage? Playing in Prison Felma? Put it down. He played it. Okay. Next turn I get to draw Dino Tamer Bran. I'm about it.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
I'm tempted to make this trade so that AoE is less good on my board, but he shown last turn that he didn't have AoE. So it is pretty tempting to go face, so that at least there's something on the board if he plays a spell. Damn it, he tempted an AoE. Oh wait, nope. He was pointing here, you saw that. Ah, he had it last turn, he just didn't use it. That was why he was signaling the 1-2 into the thing, because he was thinking about doing it. I see, I see. I should have been able to read that. We're getting soft, chat. Old Firebat would have made that read.
Yo!
funny seeing a imprisoned Felmoth from Priest pop up and hit you in the face. Trampling Rhino is our next draw.
I wonder.
And then we're drawn into Unleash Kill command. Ah. It's got the card. We're gonna need Zephyrs to kill him this game too. He's probably gonna be able to live, unfortunately. We're gonna need to dodge so much healing. And the Oppo would probably end us. Yeah, Oppo on this kills me if I don't trade it. If I trade it... If I don't trade it, he deals for 7. If he has it. Base Stalker, 1 cost card, 2 random cards. 2 random cards he hasn't played earlier. How many times? He's had a minion stuck for quite a while. These are probably not it. He probably doesn't have it. He never has it. I don't know, he was pretty tricky with that Holy Nova though. Oh, Pyro Apple GG. Look away. It's all gonna burn. Interestingly enough, he healed for a lot less than he could have. He misplayed that turn egregiously. They could be at full health right here. Priest to counter to Hunter? Nah, this is a favored matchup for Hunter. Favored. Usually we have enough gas that we run them out of cards before they can stabilize effectively. We need to kill that Pyro. Leok. I'll never complain about a Huffer, I guess. But yeah, we can't trade into it. We want to kill command, dude. Question is, do we want to use Unleash or try and save that? Unleash is really, really powerful with Zephyrs because you can unleash Bloodlust, unleash Roar, stuff like that. I'm gonna try and save it.
One ticket, please.
I must consider.
What would be meta in Classic outside of Combo Druid, Miracle Rogue, and Freeze Mage? Classic was time of the Handlock. Handlock was one of the most popular decks. So that... Leroy Faceless, Power Overwhelming, Giants.
I wonder.
Also Zoo and Aggro Hunter. There was the old Face Hunter. Face Hunter was pretty good, yeah. Face Hunter, Miracle Rogue, Freeze Mage. I won Gfinity 1 with that lineup, and then Gfinity 2 was the next weekend. So then I stayed in Europe and then went back to Gfinity 2 and won again with the same lineup. That was pretty sick. Back to back. Those decks worked really well together. I'm looking to try and draw Zephyrs and then try and do something with Zephyrs, but there's no way we're going to be able to get to the damage total we need, right? If he has 3 minions, we could make... We're playing the Wriggling Horror. Priest and Shaman were pretty bad in Classic. Priest still had some stuff. They had, Wild Pyromancer was basically the whole deck, right? If he doesn't push for lethal, I could go for Tyrion. Oh, it's unnerved Buzzard? That might be too toxic. Hunter would be crazy broken if it's... Wait, really? It's gonna be 2-mana Buzzard? 2-mana Buzzard would be a mistake.
Step up!
Okay, well, Classic might suck if it's 2-mana Buzzard. It's just gonna be everyone playing Buzzard Unleashed Leroy Hunter and murdering each other.
And hope are worth fighting.
Oh, that might be bad. That's like the pre... They gotta have some patches in. Unnerved Leroy, unnerved Buzzard, everyone just plays that deck and instas everybody. So this is if we had drew Zephyrs here, which we have 3 2-mana cards left we had, so we had 1 and 3 to get it. How much damage would we have? We'd be able to go we'd be able to go Zephyrs Unleash, and then Bloodlust. So 4, 8, 12, 16. We didn't have lethal anyway. We got close saving for the Unleash, but the Pyro Apple combo is so good when they're already ahead like that. We played towards the round. It's important not to waste the Unleashed with this deck, because Unleashed Zephyrs is so good. I don't know. Hearthstone was very, very, very unbalanced on release.
I will fight with honor.
I must protect.
So if Classic is just literally everything back to... It might suck. Yeah, 8-mana Pyro Freeze Mage. So I don't know, whenever I've thought of Classic, I was always looking at the first World Championship meta. I was thinking about the Handlock Combo Druid Miracle Rogue kind of meta. I wasn't thinking about the Starving Buzzard Unleash meta, because I thought that we all agreed that that was not a healthy meta. And just kind of erased that from our memory. Huh. Can we tell them not to make it the game at exactly launch? And maybe like a few patches in? Because there are some things that were just downright broken in the original Hearthstone.
For the wild.
Like broken stuff is fun. I don't know. Wait till you get Buzzard Unleashed Leroy like 10 times. Buzzard Unleashed was ridiculous with 2-mana Buzzard. Like absolutely ridiculous. I guarantee you, you're not gonna have a good time with unnerved Buzzard.
I feel icky.
I wanted to clone this, so I don't want to play it yet. Next turn they're Elising. Throwing out 2 Umbral Owls. Methyl57, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Think. Glad to have you back, man. Appreciate the support.
Reporting for duty.
Need a hand,
Big
Miss
tempo.
Laura?
We only have 1 8 cost card. More likely to hit a 7 cost card. I'm a little bit worried about trying to bridge to a 9 cost card. But the tempo of 2 of these bad boys is too good. Well, we're playing off the top. We could play almost every card in our deck except for 4 of them. And one of those is in our hand. So 3. So we have 19 playable draws and 3 non-playable draws. Of those 19 draws, 25% of them are card draw? The 25% of them used all of our mana really effectively. And 50% of them are banned. Something like that. Maybe even higher odds than that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that's pretty accurate.
Everything looks up to code.
There's 7 med, so we have like 10 misses, 12 hits. That's a hit. Ramp to Yashiraj. Get no corrupted cards. Probably gonna draw. Awkward health stat from me, holy smokes. Poor passing. I think I'd kill it. It seems like the problem's only going to get worse, because he's going to buff it and run this over, and then we're going to be in a worse spot.
Time waits for no one.
At least this way we get a value bump. I could hold this a tank. I don't see any reason not to. Wait, is Pagel not going to be nerfed? So are we all just playing Pagel? Gosh, Pagel was really busted too. I want to get a Tyrion. So let's do this and try and get our Tyrion.
We must stop this corruption.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Big. Is it time to get in him? No, it needs to be big enough to corrupt this. So it's got to be Tyrion, because I want to be able to corrupt this, and then do this to get to this, and then do this to get this and to this. This, that. Pagel's nerfed, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone in chat keeps saying, these things are not going to be nerfed, these things are going to be nerfed. I feel like we just got to wait and see. It's so hard to say. But I'm a little afraid the more that I've talked to you guys about it. You guys are putting some anxiety in my head about Classic. Because I didn't even think about these concerns till you guys brought them up. They could implement it in a really wrong way. Because there were some really important early nerfs that kind of made the game playable. Ooh, is that better? No, I want to save that for Solar Eclipse, and getting the weapon is going to be kind of nice.
Put your faith in the light.
Yeah, a few people have been commenting that my game doesn't run very smooth. It's not my stream's fault they're dropping frames. It's just like Hearthstone doesn't run very well on my computer. So I might have to uninstall and reinstall Hearthstone. I think the like BattleNet update might have messed something up. So I probably gotta reinstall. I haven't been too lazy to do it. Can you just get a new computer? Yeah, I mean any computer can run Hearthstone. It's more just like some weird technical things with the program itself. Not the computer's fault. But yeah, I haven't uninstalled and reinstalled like ever. So it's I'm probably due, you know.
For the wilds.
I've had Hearthstone installed for like 7.5 years, and I've never uninstalled and reinstalled. So it's like, yeah, I should probably do that eventually. You had to turn down the font size in Windows to change it. That's interesting. I've recently had to change my font size in Windows because I got a bigger monitor. I got one of those super big monitors. Oh yeah, actually I did reinstall when I got a new computer. That's true. Yeah, so I have reinstalled. Never mind. Yeah, I have reinstalled quite recently, actually. But they did the whole BattleNet overlay, BattleNet client update thing, which I think screwed something up. I don't know. I run like every other game fine. It's just Hearthstone. It's the only one that causes problems for me.
Reporting for duty.
Play it safe. Oh, I should have did that in the other order. Alright, let's see if I lose now. Can you run the repair thingy? Yeah, maybe I'll try the repair thingy. I'm probably not going to just repair the Hearthstone mid-stream though, guys.
Reporting for duty.
I don't know. I don't want to abuse your guys' power. I don't need your... You guys are great technical support employees, but I don't want to... I can't, like, pay you for that.
Do try to keep yourself.
So, I don't want this to turn into technical support class. Oh, Hearthstone runs fantastic on my phone. That's true. I could just stream from my phone. They've done a really good job of for the phones. It's just my computer can't run it. So yeah, maybe I should just turn into a phone streamer. That's the move.
For the wilds.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Shadrach will not fall in vain.
You know, like swipe to clear the board and then the drink? Nah, we can swipe and clear the board later, hopefully. We only need the board to be cleared if he top decks exactly Lady Leandrin. Because his hand's 2 Penflingers. 22 power is a lot of power to forgo to only develop 5.
Move quickly.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably done. Just gonna be able to make a giant minion every turn. We're not far enough ahead to finish it. Their Zephyrs has been used. The out involves Forest Ward and Omu. If we can actually... He's over-investing into this one minion. So now I have the ability to just play a taunt that he can't remove and go face. And kind of race him sideways. If he would have, like, made it just big enough... He could have traded it away. Saved some for missiles to get through taunts, but he invested all of it. So that's good for us. He's giving us outs. But he could have locked this game up. I'm not really drawing into too many things. I need another taunt at some point. Or I need the ability to just kill him. We're drawing for more taunts. Or we're putting out pressure. This is always going face. I'm playing a taunt. Question is, do I want to draw or create 3/2s? I'll make 3/2s. Now if he can't pen flinger this down, we don't die here. We might be able to lethal him on the following turn. He top decked the spell to allow it to... he top decked the spell to bail him out of his misplay. Feels bad. Yeah, he's supposed to save stuff there so that he could do this, so he doesn't have to rely on the top deck. I'm glad it worked out for him in the end. Alright, I gotta go to the washroom. I'll be right back 1 second.
Jaina versus Garrosh. Victory or death!
You asked for it.
Warrior. This is the first warrior we've played against. He's probably not aggro pirate warrior, so I don't think I need the armor vendor. Let's find the good Highlander cards, because we are a Highlander deck. Ooh, and we have an ooze. And that can really shake up an anchor. We have ooze and sticky finger. So we're ready for weapons. You kind of need that in this meta, otherwise rogue can just sometimes insta-kill you. Bing. Only thing we have to really worry about is like OTK sort of stuff. Nice, nice. Shred the anchor. Armor Vander's kind of spooky, because he could be a deck that uses armor to OTK me. But maybe he doesn't. I mean, the choices are right. I either play it now, or I never play it the whole game. So, might as well play it now, because it's great in great tempo at the moment. And it's not really like we got a lot going on in our hand for the early game removal portion, with a 10 drop, a 9 drop, a 6 drop, and a 5 drop. So being ahead on board is a good way to make your minions act as removal, which is kind of something we need in this situation. Very unlikely he's OTK. I'm pretty sure he's OTK, judging by what he's done. All he's played is Anchor. He's kind of waiting. He's some sort of control OTK variant. I'd say I would put it 60-40 he's OTK, judging by what's happened so far. I'm leaning towards OTK, but it's not definitely OTK. Of some variety. There's two forms of warrior OTK, so there's just a higher odds that he's that than Enrage. Just more decks. But I don't know. Usually if you're Enrage warrior, you've played more things by now. Especially when you've kept a card. Which begs you to wonder, what's the card he's kept? And why didn't he play it? We have Reno to recover tempo, so we don't actually need to commit more resources onto this if we don't want to. We could hold back the Jandis so that we're not playing into a brawl. We activated Battle Rage, but I think that's kind of fine because he's at 10 cards. I'm more concerned about just making sure that I can keep his armor total in check easily. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
I'll show you who's boss!
Armor made to fit.
Drink your blood! Eat your flesh!
Bum, 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 bum. Sound curve, it's pretty good. Gives him a lot of armor. What are you gonna do? We know that he's most likely not to be Silas OTK Warrior. We know this because he's playing Blood Boil Brute, which is not in Silas OTK Warrior, but he could still be OTK Rush Warrior. So there's still one form of OTK he could be, or he could be Enrage Warrior at this point.
What now? I must choose.
What am I listening to? Spotify. I am listening to Alt Nations Alt 18 2021 playlist on Spotify. I don't know. It's a radio station. Plays alternative music. Usually pretty chill. Nice. I like something that's kind of like calming when I play Hearthstone, so it's easier not to tilt.
What to do? What to do?
My stick now.
My stick now.
Magic.
I don't believe that he is the armor-based OTK, so I'm going to use the weapon to trade with minions. So I'll be patient with it. And I feel a little okay extending a bit more. Without him having a weapon, it could be harder for him to proc my Rig Fair game. Tau 731, thanks for 38 months at the tier 2. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back, man. Glad you're able to tune in.
A diet high in iron.
Tau 731 is Wild's greatest Healadin player. 2 turns away from this. I don't get the full healing right now. I think I just want to delay with secrets if I can. Leaving injured minions is always spooky. Hopefully I can get a flame ward or something.
What to do? What to do?
I love Ice Barrier in this matchup. Spellbender can help stop like buffs.
Time runs out on me.
So it makes buff duplicate a lot less scary of a proposition. I don't think we're gonna get much more value than devolving missiles here. Okay. Get rid of all the injured minions so that it makes it even harder for him to do duplicate shenanigans and battle rages. We're just kind of trying starving his cards out of actionable resources while we stall. The less he can do, the better. And then we remove everything with Reno eventually.
I can wait no longer.
Right. Oddly enough, we can't kill that. God, that spellbender helps save so much life. No, he's got another one? Unlucky.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Yes, swing the weapon. Give life to our taunt. Alright. We need to isolate the big minion. Try and survive with Cartoon. And then poof next turn. And the Yawgmox for the future. Because we're gamers. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, clones this and then we poof. Clone it, I dare you. Don't clone it twice, though. It might be too much.
Your flaws are your strength.
Okay, we're alive. We're doing it. He's out of card draw too, because we're poofing away that card draw, and then we have Alex to heal back up after the fact. We're making it.
Watch closely. I make everyone disappear.
He probably should have held that to play around the poof. He's playing right into my trap card.
Do try to keep yourselves alive. I challenge you to Makara.
Makara. I bring Makara, but I bring life and death. Good, good, good. Didn't pyroblast myself. We stabilized. The matchup's pretty good for this kind of deck. It can be a bit tricky if they get off to a really fast start, but if they get a slow start, you almost always make it to 10 and then can do stuff.
Anduin versus Illidan. This ends now.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah, I don't know what the levels actually give you. Is it something cool? I want this at some point. Yeah, we just try and stick it, right? And we want this at some point too, to get rid of his combo. So we just save that, right? Demon Hunter is very often OTK, so being able to switch hands with him and discard his combo is pretty good. Game winning even. So if I'm keeping this, I don't think I keep that. When is Highlander Shaman joining the rotation? We could put a spicy Highlander Shaman in the rotation.
On wings of destruction they come.
Alright, next game, Highlander Shaman. Does anybody have a good Highlander Shaman list? Trick question, there are no good Highlander Shaman lists. Anybody that typed anything in. Trolling. Now, there was a professional player from China that would try and get #1 legend with Highlander Shaman every season. It was a thing. Wonder if he still plays. Forget who that was. Ooh, 1-cost spells are often defensive. Dreadlord's Bite. Dreadlord's Bite. Is that in OTK? Dreadlord's Bite's not in OTK. He's just not... He's aggro Demon Hunter? Hmm. No, I feel bad about keeping this, kind of. This is still not terrible versus aggro. Yeah, he's gotten Twin Slice, Dreadlord's Bite, Demon Companion. A few signs that he's not OTK. He's just aggro.
I see.
But this card can still be good to pull the twin slices or prevent a skull. But not as impactful as winning the game, obviously.
A simple spell.
We're just trying to exhaust him of resources. Radiant's actually kind of good in this matchup. No, this Demon Hunter is not already lost. Never count Demon Hunter out against Priest. Priest has a really hard time of closing the game, and Demon Hunter has a really easy time of finding damage out of nothing. So they can actually kind of take you the long game sometimes. That was more when they had the weapon that they could kind of go face with for 4 turns. Since they don't run the weapon in their deck, maybe it's not as true. I remember back in the day, last year in Grandmasters tournaments, Aggro Demon Hunter was considered favored versus Priest by playing the slow long game. It's kind of crazy. It had so much damage that it could just outvalue the removal. It was pretty disgusting, to be honest. So I could play this to try and stop Skull, but then he gets to throw out a lot of pretty cool resources from my hand. Like, he would be able to just cast double AoE or whatnot. So I don't think it's worth. We're just gonna let him do the Skull. We have a lot of AoEs to clear bank with. I think I'm just taking another AoE and passing. I have Shadow Menace and Breath. Do I need that much AoE? Maybe I go Whispers, try and find a Lanky that does something. Majority of the time, the Lanky's gonna do nothing, though. Initiation for the big guy? That's not bad. They have a 6-4 sometimes. If he attack drops 6-4, he would have done that last turn. He's playing Skull. But he might play 6-4 later. Am I gonna have time to play Initiation? Probably not. I don't think I'll have time to play Initiation.
Muzzle their magic.
My magic has been muzzled. Oh, I can't shuffle both AoEs in. Alright. I could Pyro with it. I could Broom with it. I think Broom is less good of a resource than Pyro in this specific scenario. Oftentimes the Broom's going to be a lot better than the Pyro, but in this matchup with this hand, with so few minions, Pyro I think holds a lot more water.
Burn away to ash. Alas, poor warlock.
The fires of vengeance.
Ooh, look at all of these 2 health minions. He's too kind. The Pyro play is a more expensive board clear than the Breath of the Infinite. Albeit a little bit more flexible, but I want to use all of my mana doing something productive, so I'm going to use the Pyro clear.
Like to play with fire? I'm meeting a friend. Alas, poor warlock.
What's up, Lost Walt? How's it going, man? Hopefully you get found soon, dude.
This way, you fools!
If I just develop, do I get answers?
don't pick the one, see?
By the light.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward to play Murazand. All the skulls are gone too now.
They will never catch me.
I think I'm just probably not playing Murazand this game. Well, there's no reason not to play it now. We even get a cast of I-beams. So. Feels awkward that I just said I'm probably not going to play this game. Even if it beams itself, it still heals. But yeah, the other option is clear 2 things that heal.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
Aim for the wheels.
They will never catch me.
It even hit one of his guys? Let's go. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I didn't expect him to do such a turn to make Murazand so easy, I guess. It's a powerful card. That game was pretty free. What's up, Admirable? How's it going, man? What is the reason for not playing Crocs in this deck? With the amount of aggro, Crocs is often a 6-mana 6/6 that draws a card that you don't really want to play. Crocs is very good against control matchups, it's just... Everybody on the ladder is so aggressive. Oh yeah, I was gonna play Highlander Shaman. Okay, next game we play Highlander Shaman. Next game we'll play Highlander Shaman. I have to... I gotta find a Highlander Shaman deck, I guess. Is this a wild growth into brand kind of game? Kale HS, thanks for the prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. And Crocs90, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Glad to have you back, dude. Ooh.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
With a cherry on top.
Mm-hmm.
Let me work my magic.
This is a pretty good Highlander Hunter start, I'm not gonna lie. That's the best Highlander Hunter start I think I've had in a long time. Now he goes 1 mana, 1/3 with spell damage, Arcane Explosion. Okay. Next turn we can buff out of Arcane Explosion range. Ish. We can make it at least a little bit more difficult for him.
A whirlwind of flavor.
Here for the tour? You're
whirlwind of flavor.
Get all of his spells. What happened to you, man? You old now? Yeah. I'm old now. The mustache makes me look a lot older, right? I'm applying to corporate jobs. Firebat's going into the real world. Coming to a corporate office near to you. Oh, I gotta look older. 'Cause I look really young. I don't know if you've seen me before. I look young. God, this turn is awkward. Trampling a rhino was not the draw that we needed here, team.
Moves quickly. Voila!
Do you hero power here? Probably. Should have hero powered last turn, maybe. We had some top decks. We had 2 top decks that benefit from not hero powering, though. Oh. So if I don't hero power, if I hero powered, it's better if I draw something like this or any burn card, but it's worse if I draw Face Stalker, and it's worse if I draw Dragonbane. I don't know, actually. I should have thought longer about the hero power thing. That might cost me the game right there. That one moment where I chose not to hero power last turn to set up for potential top decks.
Oh, it says explode!
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Arcane Explosion for 3. It was just missiles.
Time runs out on me.
Low rolling. Oh, it lived. No, it definitely did. Alright, at least I can make 2 3/3s next turn. Mage doesn't have a lot of healing, so if we can find one burn card, Unleashed or Kill Command or Dragonbane or Dino Tamer, might be able to get there. Oof. Nope. That's not good. That card does a lot of damage.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
We gotta try and pressure plate that thing. Or we could snipe spell power so that he only has 2 spell power. That could work, because he needs 3 spell power. Okay. I'll try and snipe spell power. Is either that or go for try and pressure plate it. Both are pretty unlikely to work, and both can probably be played around. GG's 30, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Oh,
What to do? What to do?
I appreciate your support. I read his message. He doesn't want to be welcomed. That removes my King Crush out. Makes Unleash a little harder. GG. Man, it's such a god tier start too. Triple arcane missiles with spell damage shredded it though. Highlander Hunter feels not great in the aggressive metagame of today. I have not won a game with Highlander Hunter. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Shaman. Well, I already got a game. Next game we'll do Highlander Shaman.
Malfurion versus Illidan.
Ba, ba, ba.
It isn't over between us, brother. You have much to answer for.
Next game, next game.
Job's done.
Highlander Shaman might actually be not horrible versus how much aggro. Some dunk tanks and stuff going on, man. Oh, Ed's watching still. We're debating Ed. Ed's keeping watching because he's trying to find the YouTube video. He wants to make the YouTube video out of Highlander Shaman. Mana Feeder Panthera indicates what kind of deck he is. Mana Feeder Panthera is only in Soul Demon Hunter, right? Or do they run it in OTK?
I wonder.
Only in Soul. And aggro. So he's either aggro or Soul Demon Hunter. So the swipe might hold value. If he's aggro. If he's Soul Demon Hunter, the swipe's not great. But if he's aggro, swipe can hit some targets.
Time waits for no one.
I still think I'd play it. Feels good to get this corrupted. So that's why I do it. Even though it feels bad to swipe a singular minion, getting the card corrupted could be really useful. I feel like he's playing like Soul Demon Hunter. Aggro would have a lot more 1-drops, so I'm more concerned about just like net life total stuff. Saving Zephyrs for weapon removal, probably. Weapon removal. It's not smart enough to give me ramp here, unfortunately. It'd give me Savannah High main. Which, honestly, maybe just drop a high main on him, dude. How bad is dropping a high main on this clown? It might not be the worst play in the world. We're in high tempo. Because otherwise, what am I doing on the next turn? Nothing? I think we're dropping a high main on this clown.
Time waits for no one.
Or some other 6-drop. Maybe it'll offer Nourish? It would take Nourish. Nah, this is a high main. Zephyrs is not smart enough to give me a good card. If you could tell me if I play it first to get Wild Growth, I'd do that. He's Soul Demon Hunter. The high main offers a little bit of pressure, I guess. They heal back a lot, though. Typically against this, you want, like, healing or weapon removal. But keeping pressure up's never too bad.
Job's done.
Might as Zephyrus give high main over the 6/4 demon? It's not like a machine learning card. There's one guy that's in charge of making Zephyrus work. Small indie company. The guy does a pretty good job. He tries his best. They should really have come up with a better way to do it. It'd be cool if they could have some, like, success determined, win rate determined, on play determined, like, statistic driven machine learning algorithm that offered Zephyrus cards. That'd be kind of sick. But they have, like, there's one guy that establishes a point value for all of the cards for the given situations. We save this to react? Or we tempo it? Those are our choices. There's not a lot of them. We're worried about... how much is Blade? Blade Dance costs 3 now, right? They nerfed that? Yeah, so Blade Dance costs 3, so you can't equip in Blade Dance this turn, so I think we play it. If Blade Dance costs 2 still, we wouldn't play it. It's way too much work for one card. You say that machine learning is way too much work for one card, but manually putting in all of the different scenarios sounds like a hell of a lot more work to me. I don't know. I'm not a programmer guy, so I don't know the true complexities. I'm sure that there's a reason they did it the way that they did it.
Just for show.
I want to play Dragon Queen Alexstrasza next turn without getting killed. So... the best way I know to do that is to extend many tempo points.
Nature speaks through us.
Now he does the Blade Dance play, then we have a free turn to drop Dragon Queen, and then we use Dragon Queen 1-mana Dragons plus Plume to recover the tempo. But we want to set up a problem for him to deal with so that he's not really developing lots of threats. Because I'm just playing a 9-mana 8/8 next turn.
Such a beautiful sheath. My blades are just for show.
Okay.
Life and hope.
Now next turn I get to play 1-mana Dragons plus Broom to recover the board. Ah! Dragon Queen, why you suck? So now we try and figure out if this is enough to recover the board for us to be able to play this. Rush guy wouldn't be too bad if I didn't already have the Broom to give whatever I get Rush. So we're actually just not getting benefit from its Rush trait. So to me this is double miss. Unfortunate. Positive, it looks like Dragon Queen's alive. And he's throwing that out as a sacrifice because he's worried about our pressures that be. And with that gone, I can fatigue him. Both bladed ladies are gone, the damage, yeah. Okay. So we don't have to kill him anymore. We could be friends. Yeah.
Life at any cost.
I think it's savagery.
Time waits for no one.
I don't have that many minions, I guess. It is Lightning Bloom.
Good explorer comes prepared.
We're Hearthstoning this guy. But like with the savagery, we could pull back the spell that gives us attack and then use the savagery. We could like clone this to get multiple things to give us attack and then clone that with the savagery, so it gets pretty gross. As far as like fatiguing somebody. But our hand is a little full for that.
We must stop this corruption.
It's a little weird to use the Lightning Bloom because of the discounts. I think it's just develop another dragon and chill. And then next turn I'm threatening like double arbor up push kind of stuff. Having a taunt up's really good. He still has a lot of weapon damage that he can send through. So we just put the most big numbers in play that we possibly could. But I thought really hard about it, so it looked really tricky. You were rushing these in for value trades? We try to set up a really good clone for our hand where we get lots of mana and discounted stuff.
This power!
Yes. I yield for now.
Is the least necessary for this deck? Probably not. I don't think Elise is really ever that necessary unless you're doing an OTK combo. Honestly, I think a lot of my losses are because this deck is absurdly greedy. And the ladder's pretty fast right now. But you get to do really cool stuff. Elise is sweet. But necessary, it would be hard for me to say that it is 100% necessary. Get the bander smosh. We're gaming. Oh, baby. Did they buff Lightning Storm yet? When does Lightning Storm get buffed? We need that 3 damage consistency on that Lightning Storm. Bone Right's good. We got the Hecklebot? Hell yeah. We probably don't want that Hecklebot. Hecklebot might be just good in the meta. Is Hecklebot just... Hecklebot might be the glue that holds Highlander Shaman together in today's aggressive metagame. You know? Or what about this thing? Not running Storm Crash seems like a mistake. The card's just broken. The 4/5 that allows you to kill a guy. And we have Storm Strike Synergy. And that's it. Okay, maybe. Not having Ross's. We have no spell damage stuff. No spell damage stuff. Even no spell damage stuff, Ross is pretty okay. I want to ooze. We need weapon destruction. Otherwise the rogue's gonna kill us and it's gonna tilt me. I mean, the rogue's still gonna kill us and it's gonna tilt me. But at least we'll have more outs than just the one Zephyrs. Get rid of this Siamant. Cost 7. Put in the sticky fingers. 7's big, dude. Bandu's better these days? Well, it depends if it's turn 2 or turn 5. Ooze is definitely better on turn 2, and Sticky Fingers is definitely better on turn 5. Because the act of taking a weapon from your opponent is inherently defensive. You get to use it to clear minions on the board. I guess the argument would be then is it would be worse if you're at turn 5, you have not enough health to trade with the weapon. Which then might be an issue of other areas of your deck besides the tech card itself.
Hello.
He greeted me. Gotta greet him back. Donald Trump. Our opponent.
My magic will tear you apart.
You think it's the real Donald Trump? I don't think I need to save the coin here. Removal, maybe? I don't know what he is. But the Lightning Bolt's a very powerful card. Removal, removal, removal. If he's Highlander, it's gonna be a little weird. Frostbolt, not always running Highlander, sometimes running Highlander. More likely than not, he is not Highlander. The most likely thing, but not guaranteed thing, is that he is spell damage mage. He could still be Highlander mage. He could even technically be Mozaki OTK mage. Technically.
Just a sip.
They don't play a lot of weapons in that deck, huh?
Taste it now.
Just a sip.
He's either got some sort of spell interference up, or he has rigged fair game.
What to do? What to do?
You don't pick the ones.
Alright. He's got the rigged fair game up. Son of a gun. As a control deck, one of our main priorities is not allowing him to draw cards. This was the correct order. Don't order low. Don't order low. You'll look ridiculous in chat. Your peers will judge you. We needed to do it in this order in case Netherwind Portal procced so we could remove it with Storm Strike. So if you're order lolling right now, tisk tisk. Tisk tisk all the order lollers. That was the right order. Oh, Highlander. Is Highlander mage with rigged fair game deployed? We're in for a long one.
My magic will tear you apart.
Sure it will, buddy. Sure it will, buddy. Beautiful. Nope, spellbender. Well, we played around the rigged fair game very well. Thank you. What Bender Smash are we gonna get? Something big? So each turn that this is in your hand, it transforms into a 5/5 copy of a random legendary minion. So that means it will get the battle cries and effects of that minion. So we're looking for big battle cries.
My magic will tear you apart.
That one's not great. Power of Creation is one of their widest boards if they don't run Khadgar. Highlander Mage's other wide board is like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza stuff, which we can kind of hex. Yeah, this seems like a good enough scenario, I'd say, that where we can let it rip. We want to hex Caligos. How am I killing DQA? Earthquake? Plus something? This is just too clean. It trades so efficiently. I have to do it. If he plays DQA after this, though, it's kind of disgusting. I mean, we respond with ours, and then we'll see whose 1-mana dragons are better.
What have they done to me?
Aha, he doesn't have DQA, and I have DQA. I am the one true Highlander. That's a funny one.
Life and hope of world fighting.
Ooh, big, big, big. We gotta worry about drawing cards too quickly.
Hello.
Not big. We don't have a win condition in our deck. We're trying to just fatigue him. And he's got the big value deck. So he's tough to fatigue. This game's gonna go for another 20 turns. So we need to save our Bandersmush for insane value. I need to wait until we get Ysera. They druid Ysera.
What to do? What to do?
Okay. Spin it back! Choose a direction to rotate all minions. So we want to take this and give him the ooze that's frozen. So we put this here. Alright, minions will rotate this way, so they'll go to the left. So this will go here, and this will go here. Is it the left? Or minions will go to the right, so this will go here, and that'll go there. Which way is it? The left one, right? It's very... Yeah, it's from my perspective, not from his perspective. Yeah, so it's this way, not that way. Oh, it didn't play the animation, it just happened instantaneously. Interesting. I've never actually been on this side of the things. Usually my opponents are playing it. Alright, totem play the guy. Chill. We definitely don't want the devolving missiles. I kind of would have liked to have been able to cast a spell to get this ready, but we got like 30 turns left in this game. We can be patient. Honestly, playing that dragon might have been overextension of tempo. But that's pretty glorious. The Bandersmash just took his guy right back. Don't worry, we're gaining card advantage on him. He's got 5 cards, we have 7 cards, and we're drawing 1. But he has 2 cards in play. But we're grinding him out. Card by card. Brick by brick. He's freezing it?
I wonder.
Why would you not just trade? Why is he prioritizing pushing face damage in this matchup? Come on, Donald Trump, why are you so aggressive? Just relax. It's a control game. Why are you so mad? This is a sick combo. It's too much tempo. It's too powerful. We gotta take it slower. It's just totem. Healing? Spell damage totem. Lightning Storm 50% of the time is pretty good. Yeah. I just play this. I was really hoping to get Healing Totem to make playing this guy a little bit cleaner. Because I hated being alive at 1 health when he has the ping available to him. He's already played Power Creation though, so he only has Water Lilies that he can play with the 8. Yeah, this is our answer to Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, and then this is our answer to 10-cost Dragon. Let's worry about Poof. He's played Reno. We gotta worry about the Zephyrs and answering Tyrion. Actually, this is one of these two is to be an answer for Tyrion too. He had that card. Earthquake cleans this up perfectly. So that we could still save this for the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. It's Earthquake Totem. Look at his card disparity continue to grow. As my resources only profit.
I will crush your
Oh, we gotta worry about that too if I don't silence it. I have silence though. And we still can budget something for Tyrion, because I can use my Zephyrs for Tyrion too, worst case. So we should be fine. We have a Hecklebot in our deck to win this fatigue matchup a little bit harder too. We could pull something from his deck. Hopefully his Zephyrs or some other important resource.
Hello.
See if we get something that can kill that. Landslide? Landslide can combo with Varanus really nicely so that we can save Lurker Below for just its initial effect. Might even Lurker Below this turn now. Alright, hit it. Nice. Okay. A little awkward. Just didn't hit this any. It's not the worst lightning storm. Can I afford to be overloaded for 2? Is there anything I need to react to? I don't think so. But we just set it up with this, right? That sets up either Lurker Below or Lightning Storm off the bounce. The dormant minion will interrupt my lurker from below. We win eventually, long game, right? I think we're ahead enough on board to justify this. He didn't play anything that makes me excited about playing this. I could just tempo it. Then he gets to get so much value out of his poof. Nah. I will strangle him slowly. I'm like a turtleneck, man.
Hello.
Small, constant amounts of pressure around the neck. Slowly eking out his life forces. Redheads are evil. Thanks for 9 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Thingman. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
What to do? What to do? Amazing.
Please do not get the one that generates 3 random spells.
What to do?
I've been fatiguing your cards the whole game. If he gets 3 random spells, he's just caught up in cards. Dunking on him. We're chilling and then AoEing next turn, probably. I don't really care about the 2-8. 2-8 is not very much attack. And health doesn't matter when we have the anus. Yes, crazed alchemist, look out!
Life and hope
I'll play the dragon. Extend.
Runs out on me.
Nice. Look at him. Classic overextension. Alright, so we want to use this, and then we want to use this so that we can save this for its independent effect. Yeah. So that's 135, 2.
a simple spell.
Okay. Now we have the dunk online, which can do 6 to something. We have spell damage. The dunk can remove a big minion.
I wonder.
So yeah, what do we have left to worry about? Always important to remember what we have to think about. We have to think about the amazing Reno. That card can 5 for 1, yeah? And it's effective instantly entering the field, blowing up everything. Alex Straza, which is an 8/8 that we have to worry about being able to kill. The Dragon Queen Alex Straza card that he just played. That's about it, right? And Zephyrs, and Zephyrs. And maybe Keyword and Ivory. Keyword and Ivory could generate a lot of value.
Time runs out
It's
on
one of the new ones. Gets 2 dual class cuppies. What do we want to be hit? We want to be hitting Torrent with this if we can. Dunk Tank's not bad either. I'll hit a Dunk Tank with it. Yeah, while we have the mana and the time. Dunk Tank can remove an 8/8 if we can get spell power with it.
Repeat that. Write that down.
Yeah, he had the same answer. How do I win though? I'm gonna win by playing Hecklebot. That's gonna pull a minion out of his deck and then he's gonna fatigue 1 card faster. It's not the flashiest win condition in the world, but it works.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Another one! Has he figured out that he should kill that yet? Actually, I can't. I can't, huh? Oh, okay. Okay. We pull it out. Alright, guys. The pull out.
Don't distract me.
I could hex it, but I need to save hex for Tyrion. Tyrion's more important than this, honestly. This could draw him cards and just lose him the game. Tyrion kills you. Yup.
I have become one with the void.
You know he's not happy.
Greetings, friend.
Well played.
So I had to do it. He's been emoting me all game. Come on, let me get him one. A little nug. Our pullout game is on point. He's still fatiguing 1 faster. Don't want to give his poof too much value. But honestly, he can't get that much value out of it. Be killing his own guy. He might be at the point of the game where he no longer wants to play it, too. I still don't think it's time to lurker.
A clear garden for a clear mind.
Take it nice and slow.
Amazing.
We got Hex for this. And then we have Zephyrs for his Zephyrs. We could also top deck Torrent. That would give us a good answer. And we have Fireheart to sometimes generate answers. Oh. Positioning failure.
My magic will tear you apart.
The Torrent does 8. I could do Overload for 4.
I wonder.
To save Hex for Tyrion.
Pay for that!
Okay. I have Hex for Tyrion still. So it's Alexstrasza, Zephyrs, and that's it, right? Alexstrasza, Zephyrs, Pooferino.
What makes something
That guy. Yo. Greyborough's sick. If he did it right, he needs to make Greybow die to the 1 damage so that when I AoE, it puts the death rattle on this. If he gets counterspell, that could be really annoying. We have Witch's Brew, Farsight, Lightning Bolt that can all break the counterspell, so we're 50-50 to be able to break counterspell.
Time runs out on me. I wonder.
Easy 50-50. He picked the wrong one. He's supposed to pick this one to die in 1 hit, and then he would have the thing still alive. Come on, Donald Trump, what are you doing? Even if this guy loses the game, he's just gonna claim he's won. That's pretty funny. He still has regular Alexstrasza.
What to do? What to do?
Oh god, does he have Yasharaj in his deck? If he has Yasharaj in his deck, we might actually be in trouble. I can't outvalue Yasharaj.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Instructor Fireheart can trade with Alexstrasza. Since he has his own Zephyrs to Hex my Tyrion, it's better for me to Natalie Celine, I think. I was hoping for... Maybe I should have totemed and played Black Knight, honestly.
Your wish is my suggestion.
the void is filled with many whispers.
Yeah, we still have Hex for Tyrion. so we can use our Zephyrs offensively. We don't beat Yasharaj though. There's no way. Well, wait, actually, Strongman wasn't corrupted. It doesn't come back with Yasharaj anyway. I don't think he's playing Yasharaj. Nobody plays Yasharaj.
Watch closely as I make everyone
Now we just see if that's going to give him things on the board or if that's going to make him draw cards and lose.
tricks.
Nature speaks through us.
My Nova's running light.
Okay, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
I'm gonna be rich. Amazing, like me.
Draw 0 cards. That's incredible. But overall didn't accomplish very much.
Thought I had more time.
I'm almost out of cards.
Tidal Wave killed this guy. I don't quite remember how that interaction works when you AoE your own speaker Ghidra. I think it kills him. We have to go with Instructor Fireheart.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
Most value. Hex kills anything.
Listen. Listen.
Job done. I'm out of cards.
Play a Rogue Secret? He's bamboozling us.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Yeah, the card's pretty good, huh?
I'm out of cards.
Looks like you've got your own tricks. Don't make me use my big magic.
Oh, discovering things. Why does it keep giving him minions? Draw him a card! He has 9-mana Alexstrasza on my face this turn. He has 2 random dragons in his hand that he's been able to gather from Puzzle Box and Reno. So it could be pretty... I think we're gonna lose random Onyxia from Puzzle Box. Unlucky, dude. Another random card generation? Oh man. It's Reno's fire. I think I'm supposed to not totem. We're taking 5. So we take 3, and then we take 4, and we take 10 during that time. So we have 3 turns, and over 3 turns he's taking 3 plus 4 plus 5. So he's taking 12, and then we spell power totem, lightning bolt him for the win. Yeah. I mean, any other totem besides the 1/1 is good. If we roll taunt, do we buy an extra turn? That's a question. No. Rolling taunt does not buy another turn. So the only benefit to rolling totems is if he ignores them. The downside is if I get a 1/1, he can trade off his minion and then get a bigger one. He has title. If he has title, then he kills his own minions. Which is also good for me. But I mean, it takes his whole turn to be able to play his cards. Random secret. Because I can't actually let... it could be rigged fair game. Now it just comes down to if he gets card draw or not. Best totem for this scenario. Oh, baby! We got a chance! It's happening! We got him! He takes 8 fatigue next turn, and we are only taking 4. So now he needs random burn spell? No! Review's random burn spell! Wait, but it's 1 off. It's 1 off. We're only fatiguing for 4. We're only fatiguing for 4! We win! We did it! 1 life! Exactly enough value to deal with the randomness of the scenario. We just pass and he dies. Oh, I should have hit him in case he healed. Oh my god. Grinding out mage is an atrocious endeavor. Holy smokes. The amount of... He got a Malagos and an Onyxia. Oh, like, what? He got an Amalagos and an Onyxia from his puzzle box in his Amazing Reno. Thank God he eventually got card draw from the Amazing Reno, which allowed us to be able to win that one, but that was a crazy game. And that all relates to what I was saying earlier on in the stream, where it was like, I really like classic Hearthstone because you know the range of what the deck can do, and you can make a long-term game plan. In modern Hearthstone, it's a lot harder to make a long-term game plan because you just don't know what decks can do anymore. Like, if I knew that he was going to get a random Malagos and a random Onyxia, I probably wouldn't have even pursued a control game plan. Because my resources wouldn't be able to line up against his very efficiently. That kind of stuff is crazy. Anyway, that was a pretty good game. I don't think we're going to get any better than that. I'm probably going to just call it here. But before I end the stream, I actually have something I want to show you guys. I opened up a PO box recently, and we have gotten our first package sent to us from the PO box underneath my stream, so I wanted to say thank you and show off what we got in the package here. So mail time, guys. Pretty cool. People send me stuff. I never would have thought that anyone would ever send me stuff, so I really appreciate it. So here we go. The mail, I already opened it. I kind of cheated. I wanted to see, I was excited. I didn't know. It's my first package, so I opened it the moment I got it, and then I was like, oh shit, I should have opened this first on stream. I apologize. It's already open, so I ruined some of the surprise. So this is my second time seeing what's in it. I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything inappropriate for the stream, too. But here we go. This is what I got sent to me. I got a nice typed up letter, and then I have this badass Taco Cat shirt. Let me get the microphone out of here. Look at that. The Taco Cat shirt. I love it. Thank you so much for sending me the Taco Cat shirt. And then let me read the note that came with it. It says, "Hi, Firebat. Just wanted to start by saying that I am a huge fan of the stream. I try to watch it as often as I can. Even though you mainly do Hearthstone content, I thought I should mention that I also seriously appreciate you branching out and trying new games. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with me when I try new things. It gives me a chance to see how they're played before deciding whether I want to try them too. Kind of like a test run. I saw this shirt and knew I had to send it to you. I know you don't talk about them all the time, but I love your stories you share about your cats, especially Pippin. Yeah, Pippin is awesome. He's a little loud and because he's kind of new to being a house cat, so he's like meowing all the time. My favorite thing about Pippin, though, that I've been doing lately is we have this big box the scratching post came in the living room, and he will jump into the box, and then when he jumps in the box, he's actually really cool with you just pulling the box around and pulling it around. So I pull the box around the living room and he loves it. He loves going for rides for some reason. Really like all the pictures you post of them on Instagram. Keep all the stories coming. You have a true knack for interacting with your fans in the stream, making us feel appreciated. Keep up the good work, Robbie B. Thank you so much, Robbie B. I really appreciate that. This is my first typed fan letter that got given to me and my first mail thing, so you will always be my first. You're like the world champion of mail time for me, so I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for the Taco Cat shirt. Feels good, man. Yeah, that really made me feel good receiving that package, so thank you so much again. I just wanted to share that with the stream. Oh, pretty cool. Anyway, that's all. I wanted to play some Highlander Shaman and then show off my mail. Brag about my sweet new Taco Cat shirt. And that's going to be the end of the stream. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and hanging out with me. Tomorrow, we will be streaming again. Tomorrow's going to be a long stream. I'm going to try and do 3 or 4 hours of Hearthstone, but then also do other game stuff afterwards. So tomorrow's going to be like a full day of content-related activities. So look forward to that. If you guys like the channel, like what I do here, make sure to drop a follow so that you'll be notified when I go live. If you're interested in seeing more Firebat content, make sure to check out my YouTubes. That's where Ed takes the best parts of the stream and puts them on YouTubes. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And thank you, Niall EQ TTV, for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. He's got TTV in his name, so he's probably a streamer. Maybe check that guy out. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Take care.